Let's go ahead and reopen up, you know where I'm going, Bodhi Lighthouse. I want to focus on and concentrate on the main body of text. Now I am in the live view mode. I want to change the background. Why? We're dealing with reading text on a monitor that's called an additive device. So the color is kind of projecting out at you. White backgrounds with black text eventually cause eye strain, and the last thing I want to do with the people that are coming to my site is give them eye strain. So let's start there. We're going to go into CSS Designer. We know which one it is. It's main text box right here. Now we have everything in this long list, but if you want to isolate things, you can go to these buttons right here, like working with the background. I just want to change the color. So I'm going to click here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it just a taste of gray, knock the white down just a little bit. Go ahead and click over here. And now I'm happy. I like that. I'm happy with that particular color. What about Bodhi Lighthouse and the footer? I want to change those too, but those are two different areas, aren't they? This is where the absolute beauty of cascading in cascading style sheets comes in. We go up here and let's go back to main. Remember, everything's in main. So if I make a change to main, everything changes unless I override it, and I overrode it when I chose the color for that text box. Now check this out. Come over here, get in here. Let's make the color a little bit darker, maybe like that. Click here, and there you go. In reality, all of that box, top to bottom, left to right, is changed. You can't see it under the graphic lighthouses of the world because it's a graphic. It's laying on top. And you can't see it here because cascading-wise, we went to that particular definition and changed it. There's your power. Now, I'm not done. Basically, what I'd like to do is push the text in on the left, right, top, and bottom in that box. I think it's especially on the left and right, really pushing that margin. So let's go ahead and go back into our main text box right here. Let's come over here and let's go into margin. Now I want to change all four values, top, bottom, left, and right, to 12, but I don't want to do them one at a time. So I click here, which locks them all in. Choose one, change it to 12. I like that, kind of pushes it in. But I also want a little bit of padding on the color to the left and right-hand side. I'm going to come in to padding on this one, change left to 12 and right to 12, like that. I love it. I'm not done. I want to do one more thing at least. I'm going to go back to text. I'm going to change the text alignment to justify. Now understand what justify does. Justify is a more serious way of looking at it because it looks so boxed in, and our minds go, this is important, serious information because of the font we're using and because of the way it's justified. Left justified is easier to read, but it's considered more casual. Let's actually do one more thing. Let's go into the font family. Now we have two choices on a serif, and that's what I want to use. Serif is a reading font. We'll start with Baskerville or Cambria, these two. You can also create your own sets by coming down here and managing your fonts. If you decide to create your own sets, you want to make sure that you have one font that would absolutely be a default font on a Windows system and one for Mac, and then do whatever else you want to do. I think I'm going with Baskerville, which is the first one. I don't know. I like it. I'm happy. So we have changed the backgrounds. We've given our readers a better way to read the text against a lighter gray background. We have formatted the text. Tell you what, let's go ahead and go up to the Word file and go ahead and click Save. And let's go ahead and move on.